Run it up, then run it back. Run it up, then run it back. Run it up, run it back. Run it up, then run it back.
Hello, he's back. Welcome to Run It Back Up.
His microphone falls out 3 seconds into the debut again.
Lou, Chandler,
no place like home.
and Boogie's back.
Welcome back, Boogie.
Welcome back. Do you want to share any, like, your favorite memory from Mongolia?
Flight home.
Wow. That is not good.
How was the beef there? Any good?
We're doing this again.
We not for the same.
Well, like, what was your favorite meal?
Nah, I pretty much ate the same thing every day. I had a nice setup at the hotel, but great experience. I had fun while I was there. Built some.
Felt like you were gone for like 6 months.
Yeah, I did a little bit. A little
For
bit.
one series.
Yeah, but built some relationships, made some business. It was a great experience. So, but I'm happy to be home. Definitely happy.
I'll
We
go
are
back with
happy-
you next year. Me, you, and Chandler. Big three.
Big three.
Mongolian big three.
We getting smoked.
Okay, well, there you go.
I'm
Guys-
busy that weekend, but let me know how it is.
The weekend. Guys, we got to talk hoops. Lakers and Rockets had a little game last night. Interesting, stunning. Rockets win 99-93. Now we get a game 6 out of this bad boy. Austin Reeves was back. Jabari Smith finished with 22. Eason had 18. Şengün with 14, 9 and 8. LeBron with 25. Ayton with 18. And yes, no Kevin Durant again. The fact that we're getting a game 6 from where this series started, Boogie, feels like a little bit of a panic if you're the Los Angeles Lakers. Would you agree?
Yes, I mean, obviously, being up 3-0, it seems like a cakewalk as far as getting through this series. Seems like they've been on cruise control throughout the series, and now, the tides have turned a little bit. So, obviously, the hardest part is closing out a series, so the pressure is now all on the Lakers. But you got to get credit to this Rockets group too. They found confidence in the midst of being down in this series. They're playing at a very, very high level, and it looks like they have an opportunity to change things around. I think it made the series that much more interesting. But what I don't like about it is it kind of opens the door for the old heads to be critiqued.
Here we go.
In this
You know it
series,
does.
and that's the part I don't necessarily care about. I don't look at either as being the blame in this situation, and others may see it otherwise, but I just don't like that part. It's unfortunate. Injuries are a part of it. What they said is wrong with Kevin Durant. We have no choice but to believe it. So he's out with injury right now, and
Do you think he's going to get the bigger blame than LeBron, depending on how the series plays?
I think it's going to be equal because these are two guys that they love to attack in the media anyway, and if they get any. If they get an inch, they're definitely taking them out. You know what I mean? So this is the only part I don't like about it because one of these guys are going to be on the bad end of the stick. So
If the question is who's going to get more blame, I think it's got to be LeBron, right? We already kind of find ways to pick on him, and no one's ever come back from down 3-0. So
but he's not.
I'm just saying the knock on him is he gets to the finals, but he's lost a bunch of finals. Now, if he's the first to ever give up a 3-0 lead, the media will have a field day with him blowing that. Not even taking into consideration that they're all first-team All-NBA player was out. Austin Reeves just came out, and that roster, he's making Luke Kennard and Marcus Smart look like all-stars out there, but that's not going to matter if he blows a 3-0 series. So I think the answer is LeBron, but also there's still a lot of confidence in basketball left in this series. Like, if I'm the Lakers, I'm not fearful of this team. I respect them. I know their habits. I know exactly what they do now. We just have to go and execute. And whether that's, Austin Reeves kind of taking a little more, not a back seat, because you want to get him acclimated for them to reach their potential. They need him to be great. But when Luke Kennard goes from having 27 and 23 to then 1 point, when Austin Reeves comes back, it's different. And now you're taking the ball out of the hands of the guys that kind of got you this lead in the series. So it's a dicey situation, but this team obviously needs Austin. They need Luka. And if I'm them, I'm still confident to not allow this to happen. But in the back of your head, you're thinking, shoot, we don't want to be the wrong side of history here.
Shoot.
Yeah, heavy is the head that wears the crown. And for LeBron, no matter what happens, it's going to be his fault or it's going to be his praise one way or another. But for me, it's a collective. I think that was a team loss last night. Like, you look at Luke Kennard, 8 for 11 from the three-point line in the first 2 games, 1 for 11 in the last 3. Last night, 15 unforced turnovers. Houston able to score 18 points off of that. And they just made a ton of mistakes. Like, they were doubling while Sengun was faced up. Anybody knows, and especially us up here, if you're going to double a guy that's looking over your defense, he's going to pick it apart. So they were doubling him from the three-point line while he's faced up. He's picking it apart. Even when he was in the post, he was passing it out to one pass away. Everybody knows when you trap somebody, you're supposed to make them skip the pass so the defense can be able to recover. The Lakers just made mistake after mistake after mistake. And you wouldn't think this was a veteran team like they are. So we can blame this on LeBron James, but I think everybody did their fair share. Austin Reeves, they worked him back in the lineup last night. Didn't have his best night, 4 for 16 from the field. So everybody deserves a piece of the blame. In a closeout game that they've been in for the past 2 games, it just seemed like they've come out complacent and expecting the Houston Rockets to give them some opposed to going out and taking it.
Wouldn't it be crazy considering how many historical moments LeBron has had this season alone if the worst history was made, the coming back from 3-0 and they allowed it to happen? That would be weird.
But what's funny is if they do advance without Luka and Austin, he won't get the credit he deserves. But if they happen to blow this,
he should though. And
trust me, they will ether him if he blows the series. But if he wins, it's like, oh, it's expected. KD was out, and they'll make excuses against him.
Can I say something as like a hater of LeBron? I guess that's my title. I actually don't feel like if this were to happen that I blame LeBron James. Like, I'm just giving you my gut feeling is like I think it's an overall like you didn't have Austin, you don't have Luka. Oh, I know, but I'm just saying I would probably be in the category that would ether him, and I don't feel that way at all.
If anything, he's a big reason why they're still up 3-2.
Exactly.
So is it time to panic with this thing going back to Houston? You can make a case for that. But he's the reason they were up 3-0 to begin with.
I agree with that.
Nobody gave him a shot, including me. I said it was Houston's, and they were going to run away with it. I said that before Kevin Durant was out. Now, I didn't know that he was going to be injured and be a part of the injury report.
I didn't know he was going to miss game 1.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Nowhere.
It must be bad.
Yeah, but listen, give the Rockets some credit. Everything that the Lakers gave them to be able to feed off of, they took advantage of it. And that's what you want to see from a team that's down 3-0. So give them credit for making this thing 3-2 and having an opportunity to go back to their home court and possibly make this thing interesting. But LeBron is the reason that they're still up in this series to begin with.
Yeah. I'd like some flowers for the growth that I just exhibited. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Charles saying he's slowing down. I'm like, he's playing 39 minutes. He's averaging
I'm gonna get to that.
25 and 7, and I get it. He was 0 for 6 from the 3-point line, and he's missing some free throws. But he's never been a super efficient sniper from the outside, jump shooter. His value is everything else that he does. So maybe you can say, oh, he doesn't have his legs, or he looks tired. I'm sure he is, but at the end of the day, he's playing 39 minutes a game, averaging 22, 8, and 7.
CP, you know what the reality is?
That's slow. I don't want to be fast.
The reality is we've ran out of narratives and storylines for LeBron.
Come on.
Absolutely. Whatever he does positive, whatever he does great, is going to be because he's 41. Whatever he does bad is going to be because he's 41. Right. We've ran out of things.
Damned if you do.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's the nature of the beast. That's the reality of it. So, when you have somebody in their 23rd season, everything is going to be scrutinized and everything is going to be praised one way or another, and it's going to be age-related. So I don't see him slowing down. I wish I could have the stat line that he had at 41 years old and in 23 seasons.
Wish I could have it at 25 years.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Of course.
That's a great night for me.
Somebody getting the max off of this.
Yeah, take that.
A young fella's getting max off these numbers.
Oh, there it is, the max stuff. Okay, so we got to talk a little bit about KD here, because apparently the Rockets could trade him if they determine that they are, when this is all said and done, no matter how it ends, if they are just far enough from championship status that this is not going anywhere. Lakers, Celtics, Knicks, Pistons, among the teams who could be interested. It's kind of crazy.
Add every other team.
Okay, really? Not every other team.
Yes.
Yes.
Guy's going to be second team All-NBA. Guy was averaged 26, 5,
38 years old, second team
Over
All-NBA.
40%.
Well, of those 4, what do we think? I mean, first of all, are we seeing him in his last, this is it for
Well,
the
one, I think it's crazy that Houston is even considering this because
in the midst of a comeback series, too.
This wasn't the greatest roster put together for a championship run. A big part of that is Big Steven Adams going down earlier in the season, obviously losing your floor general and Fred VanVleet. So I think it's unfair to make, a judgment of this season or even a judgment long-term as being a championship team when you haven't seen the whole formula on the floor
I agree.
yet. So I think they're jumping the gun a bit, but as far as all these teams are interested, it just goes to show you the value of Kevin Durant at 38 years old. He's second team All-NBA currently. he's still playing at a very high elite level. So obviously the line of teams are going to be around the corner. So I'm not surprised at all.
It's tough too because we're not getting to see him in the playoffs. When in reality, in the regular season, he only missed the 4 games. It's just a bummer that this is it.
We're judging him not playing in the playoffs, but like you just said, he missed 4 games. So whatever he's dealing with, I have to think it's something serious. You have to think he wants to be out there.
It's a bone bruise in his ankle.
So it's got to be something. This dude is not soft. He's a hooper. Like, he wants to play. It just, maybe from the outside looking in, this team's winning without him. That might optically look bad, but, like, this is an all-star, all-NBA player who had an unreal, efficient year. Shot 52 from the field and 41 from 3, averaging 26, 5, and 6. Like, every team should be lining up the door to get him. And so if you're looking at this list, Lakers, Celtics, Knicks, Pistons. I mean, the Pistons would be unbelievable.
Pistons would be great.
I don't know how realistic that is.
The Knicks too.
The Knicks. But again, you can add Kevin Durant to any team, they're going to be better.
Well, does anyone here think he is, like, who here thinks he'll remain in Houston and at least give him a shot to see the whole thing? I do too, actually.
Like Boogie just said, run that team back with your point guard and you see this team complete.
Absolutely.
I actually agree with you 100%. The funny thing about all of this is having this entire conversation about the Rockets and the Lakers is that most people think it doesn't matter who comes out of this series because they're going to get beaten by OKC pretty easily, Boogie. So I'm wondering, does it matter? Does OKC, they're going to annihilate whoever comes out?
I don't see anybody beating OKC in the West. They're proving it night in, night out. They've proved it all regular season. I mean, I think the closest may be, to your defense, I do think the closest may be a Spurs-like
we're
team.
not even talking, I'm not worried about that.
I don't see anybody beating this group. They're built for right now. I'm running out of compliments for this OKC group.
I mean, they're going to have been off for like 2 months by the time they get to each and every one of these series.
I don't see either one of these teams giving OKC a run for their money, especially if they're going to limp into the second round. Like, if Luka's not going to be available on the Lakers side, I think not. If Kevin Durant's not going to be available for Houston, I think not. So it's a good battle for these two, but I don't think either one of these teams advance past OKC.
The only negative thing I can think about is that they had too much rest. They had too much time off.
I don't even know if that matters.
I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah.
No matter who comes out of this, it's over in 5.
Chandler, what happened?
This is a group of 23-year-olds.
Yeah, I was going to say.
They don't care. They're probably playing pickup right now, like waiting on their next opponent.
The Luka thing's kind of a bummer, too, because once he went over to Europe, we were like, he's going to do magic, and he's going to be back earlier. And I thought he's going to be back before Austin Reeves. So, European magic expert, what happened?
Well, I thought he was going to go do the whole Kobe shot, the Regenikine stuff, and that really zaps you and gets you going. But obviously, he's dealing with something serious because, again, this would be a time where all hands are on deck. Like, it'd be interesting to see what happens if they happen to lose this game in Houston for Game 6.
Sure.
Do they put him in the lineup? Do they roll the dance with the girl that got him? Like, I don't know, but they obviously, to have any chance in the next round, they need to be whole against OKC, but they need to worry about these next 2 games in Houston.
I believe the Lakers think they can win this series without him. So I think you try to maximize this time. If it does go to a Game 7, I think they reconsider everything. Obviously, you'll need your star guy out there, but I think they believe this group will get past the Houston Rockets. Obviously, they started off really hot in this series, and it's buying Luka more time to heal for the next round. That's my belief, but if a Game 7 does happen, I think they have to go back to the drawing board and reconsider.
Let me ask you this. At what point do you start thinking, we might be the first team to blow a 3-0 series?
Now.
Like now, or if they lose Game 6?
It's Game 7. It's Game 7.
I don't know. I mean, it has to cross your mind.
It's seeping in you.
If it gets to a Game 7, that's when it's a real thing.
At least that's at home.
Yeah, I think.
Does that matter?
Should.
I think the Lakers win this next game anyway.
I don't know. We'll see.
Shout out to DeAndre Ayton. He's playing incredible.
10 offensive rebounds.
There you go. Shout out. There you go. How about some Magic?
Shout out to the big
Pistons?
fella, man. He don't get enough. Hey, we
do rag on
We
him.
crap on him a lot when he's playing.
Give him credit when he's playing well.
Shout out to you, big fella.
Remember that. I'm going to ask about Rudy Gobert tomorrow.
Oh, well.
He did his thing, too.
I'm glad Boogie's back for that.
I was impressed. No lie, I was impressed.
I've been thinking about it. When he plays good, I was thinking about you.
That's all I think
I couldn't wait to talk about it. Hey, I'm the first one. Hey, I'll give you your flowers. When you show up, I'm gladly going to be the one to give you your flowers. Shout out to big fella, too. Rudy did his thing.
He took it personally. Pistons Magic. Here's a fun one. This one was a good one. No Franz Wagner. Cade had 45 points in the win, 116-109, big win for Detroit. They obviously needed it. Thompson, 6, 15, and 6. Tobias Harris had 23 points, y'all. Paolo was also amazing, 45 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. But this was, you know, you're Detroit. You're the #1 seed. You're about to go home. And so they came through on this one. We get a Game 6. Any believers, and Boogie, the Pistons have been getting absolutely ripped apart, even though a lot of people don't think this is a real 1-8 matchup. But do you believe that they have enough, what we've seen here, to come out of this one after all?
Man, it's looking a little shaky for my Pistons, man. I do still think they have a chance. Obviously, it's about Cade playing at this level that he did this previous game, which is a tough assignment. I mean, to expect anybody to have 40 every single night is tough, especially against this Orlando group. They've shown that they can, you know, match up with them. They've shown they can show up defensively against this group and also match their physicality. So, and those were a lot of things that were working in Detroit's favor all season. So this is just a matchup issue. One, I don't think, you know, the Pistons are frauds. I think they earned exactly where they are throughout the season, but the biggest fraud would come back to the Orlando Magic. They didn't have a consistent season. That's why they ended up being an 8th seed. But in reality, this is more of a 4 or 5 seed in the East. So,
wow. Okay.
And also, when it comes down to the playoffs, matchups are important. These teams match up perfectly. So I think that's part of the results that we're getting as far as this series. But I think this is a building block for Detroit.
This is another year of learning?
This is another year of learning.
Okay.
You're figuring out the rest of your roster. I don't look at, even if they lose this series, I don't look at it as a failed season. You know who your franchise guy is in Cade Cunningham. You're figuring out what you want to do with Jalen Duren. His numbers are up, so you have to figure out that situation.
Are they up? Well, regular season.
Meaning his contract is up, so you have to figure out that. And then on top of that, you have to figure out what addition or what subtraction you want to add to this core group. I do think your core is Cade and Jalen Duren. Do I think Jalen Duren is a second option? No. Obviously, that's showing. But he's a valuable piece of this team moving forward. I think now is figuring out what's that second option. And I've been on record saying earlier in the year, I think they should have a guy like Devin Booker. I think he's a perfect fit to go with this group moving forward. That's something to talk about later on, but I don't look at this as a negative if the Pistons do lose early in the season.
I do. Listen, this was the year that they projected themselves to be the group to come out. You know, they felt Jalen Duren was the guy, right? They've been the #1 seed all year long. Like, this was the moment. Now, we've been saying this whole time, they need somebody that's a bona fide bucket getter to go out there and do it. They never addressed that issue. They felt good where they were. Now they've run into a team with 3 or 4 certified bucket getters. And so my concern is, like, look what they had to do to get this thing back to 3-2. Like, Cade Cunningham has to play out of his mind for them to have an opportunity. So with all of those things considered, I think this is a failed year. Not only that, we can say Orlando's not a true 8 seed. Reality is they are an 8 seed, though. So if you're the one and you've been one all year long and you smoke it to an 8 seed, we can't just say, like, well, we'll patch up some things in the summer and we'll come back next year. No, they're gonna get the same criticism that we gave Cleveland last year when they were #1 with all of the talent that they had. Detroit has enough talent, but it's been exposed on the offensive end where they need somebody to go get a bucket. That's where Tobias Harris comes in. That's where Duncan Robinson come in. All of those guys, they were able to chip in last night. They have the guys there. It just got to be a consistent, and we just hadn't seen enough of it where we can rely on that for them to get through.
Yeah, I'll tell you this: the season they had, how consistent they were. To lose to an 8 seed, it's a failure of a season. But I do think that they've identified their weaknesses and their holes. Like the guys just said, they know what they need to go get. They're gonna have a big question on what and how much they paid Jalen Duren, which I think should be a big number, given what he did in the regular season and what his trajectory is and his potential and everything he provides. He's not a #2 scoring option, like Boogie said. He's not a guy you're going to play through. They need that C.J. McCollum, Austin Reeves type of second guard. Devin Booker would be phenomenal. It's never going to happen. But, like, they need that for Cade Cunningham. So I think going forward, even if they do lose this series, it's a huge disappointment. They will be back. They will be better just in what they can add and what they already have. I don't think the series is over.
Okay.
I think Game 6 is everything for Orlando. The fact that Cade went out there last night, though, with the game season on the line, the way they guard him and double him and pack the pen on him, and he still had 45 points. He's shooting 13 of 23 from the field. Like, 6 turnovers again. Like, he needs to take care of the ball and stop being a little too casual. But this was an unbelievable performance from him. And I do think if the Pistons somehow get out of this series, they beat whoever comes out of the Toronto-Cleveland series. So now we're talking, they go from almost losing to an 8 seed to possibly the conference finals. So, like, there's a lot can happen still. Orlando's been great. Franz Wagner being out is a huge issue for them. But obviously, Black's going to get more opportunity. Desmond Bane's got to be great. Paolo was I hit the group chat last night. Paolo was he was insane last night.
Yeah, they just got to get more out of.
They got to do it again. Like, they got this Game 6. This is their Game 7.
Yeah, Orlando played 3 guys off the bench. One of them didn't score, and they still outscored Detroit's bench.
Like, that's the problem. We're not even talking about just the bench. I wanted to piggyback off what you said earlier as far as the second and third options offensively, and you mentioned Duncan Robinson and Tobias.
Well, you haven't been here, so what I've said since you've been gone is they went out and got shooters. They didn't go get no scores.
And that's exactly why it's a big difference. Like, no knock to Duncan Robinson or Tobias. I think Tobias is a great veteran guy. He's shown that throughout his entire career. Great glue guy, great, locker room guy. But
you need a bona fide.
As far as production on the court,
no matter what.
This has been a knock on him throughout his career. That's part of the reason Philly moved him. That's part of the reason he's been moved so many times. Duncan Robinson benched in Miami with a way less talented team. So to sit here and say Detroit is dependent on these guys to be their go-to scorers or scoring options in the midst of the playoffs, history has already shown us that's not what they're good at. You know what I mean? So I still look at this as a positive for Detroit moving forward. Their culture is set. That's one of the biggest things in the league, figuring out your culture, figuring out your standard. All of those are set. Finding your franchise guy, all of that's set. Now it's just about filling in those weaknesses that you're now realizing you have in this playoff run.
Yeah, they have an identity, they have a great coach, they have a franchise player. Absolutely. Now they need to fill in the holes that they have that are getting exposed in this series.
So let's play hypothetical. And Shams, by the way, did report that the Pistons will be, quote-unquote, star hunting during the offseason. And specifically mentioned Trey Murphy III and Lauri Markkanen. Then you threw Austin Reeves, like, could that even happen?
I like MPJ.
Okay, go on.
I like Lauri Markkanen here, especially with Duren. Like, then you got size, you got a rugged, actual 5-man with a stretch 4 to play alongside with Cade. You can space the floor. They can't jam the paint when you're guarding Cade Cunningham with Lauri Markkanen. So I do like a stretch floor type of him. I want like a ball handler though. I want like a CJ McCollum. I want a guy.
CJ McCollum.
I'm saying
McCollum don't fit.
Y'all open Pandora's box. I want Kevin Durant.
I mean, that would be amazing.
I said Devin Booker. I really would love Devin Booker for him. I'm just saying.
You never know.
Like, Jalen Brunson does too much for the Knicks sometimes. You need a guy like to relieve some. That's what the Pistons need, to let Cade Cunningham play off the ball a little bit. Let him get a post touch every now and then. Let him get some movement instead of just high pick and roll with Cade Cunningham. That ideally, but Trey Murphy's great, but he's more of a standstill shooter kind of guy. I like Lauri Markkanen here.
I like MPJ. I think MPJ feels a real void for him, especially at that 3-4 spot.
Star hunting's a big thing to say. If you're star hunting, I think the expectation there is pretty dang big if that's what you're going to do. There was something that came out yesterday that I thought was actually kind of funny. So Jamal Mosley and JB Bickerstaff are actually best friends in real life, like vacation together with their families, best friends. And before this series started, they agreed together, this is a no contact situation. I love this so much, Chandler, just because how difficult that kind of feels like it would be. What do you think?
They are best friends.
Amazing.
First of all, they're both awesome. They're both so cool, but they have the respect. Like right now, we're working. Like we're at war, and not that either one will be happy for the other one for beating the other one, but trust me, whoever comes out of this series, the other coach will be cheering for that team to survive and advance. So it's an interesting dynamic. Again, they do vacation together. I played for both of them. They are super, super close. At the end of the day, they want to rip each other's heads off and win this series right now. And this is a big power play for Mosley. Think about Jamal Mosley. At least Orlando should know now, let's not make a change. This is the version of the Magic that we were supposed to be. We're still banged up with Franz Wagner. And I worry a little bit now if they smoke this lead, then we're back to should we fire Mosley talks again. But that would be so short-sighted of Orlando if they did this. And on the flip side, JB should win Coach of the Year any day now. He's got to get out of this, though, because this would be a real sour taste in his mouth after having the season he had to lose to an 8 seed. It'd be devastating.
Your best friend.
And his boy. If I'm them, I would dance on their grave. Yeah, you can't do that.
Have you guys ever had to play against your best friend? When that happens,
Plenty of times, yeah.
And do you talk? How does it work?
Yeah, I'm not talking. Okay. It's not really much to talk about. It's always going to be love, but
I play with mine, and we got swept. So.
I'll do a little chit-chatting during the game.
Chit-chat?
Yeah.
Like funny mean or like...
How the family doing type thing. Yeah. That's about it. Yeah.
Okay, I just...
A little tap. Yeah. Let him know we're here.
You know what? Let's just move on to the next thing. Let's go to Paolo. By the way, you did hit up the group chat with 45 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. It's almost frustrating, Boogie, because all season long we've sort of been like, Paolo's, one day he's there and one day he's not. And then this shows up. Is this the real Paolo?
This is the real Paolo. I want Paolo to get in the gym with Melo. I think that would take his game to the next level. He finds that consistency. He finds those go-to spots.
Learn how to use his size.
Learn how to use the size and finesse. It's a tough balance, but he has all the intangibles to do so. It's just about polishing it. Like, man, this dude got so much talent.
Man, he got a stupid game.
As good as he is right now in the moment, this is a guy that's still figuring out his game, and that's scary. So I want him to get in the gym with Melo. Melo, if you see this, reach out to young boy. Please make it happen. But I think he can be a very, very special player in this league. Very, very special.
Yeah, it's never been about talent with him, right? He came in the league, high expectations, rookie of the year, #1 pick, and he's always been that guy. I think his game needs to be used the right way, and that goes for Jamal Mosley. It goes for the guys that are on the court with him. Like, he's not a system player, but he can benefit greatly from the guys around him and movement and transition. And like you saw those highlights we just watched, when he gets going downhill and he's aggressive and he kind of brings the fight to you, he's so much better because he is massive. He's so strong. Like, he can post you up. He can take you off the dribble. It helps when he has 6 threes, and he's not an elite three-point shooter, so that kind of opens up the entire game because now you're kind of running at him and let him do what he does best. But this dude is a stud. He just needs to find ways to be more consistent, obviously work on his outside shot, and just keep surrounding him with the right players to give him the space to do what he does. Because when he does it, man,
11 from threes.
He was unreal last night.
I want to see him with a pass-first point guard as well. I think that.
I like all these changes we're making. It's kind of fun.
I think
nobody's lost yet.
By the way, these series have been unreal.
No, it's
like,
enjoyable. That's all we want.
Philly bought this one sweep.
That's coming too, by the way.
Everything's pretty much going as planned.
You think so?
It's not too much. I don't have a lot of
this.
I don't know. This feels.
Well, now it's starting to get into the meat and potatoes of where we thought it would be. Like,
I didn't think Philly would get 2 either.
Yeah, that one's going differently.
I kind of did.
Joel changes things. Big fella changes things.
Yeah. So I thought OKC would sweep.
Well,
I didn't think Portland was going to win one. So some of these things are kind of going.
Great. I love that for thinking that. Real quick, Boogie, because you're here, and we did talk about him a little bit yesterday as far as the max contract that's pending and should be coming. Duren, because we know how great he was during the regular season, but during this playoff so far, he's under 15 points in all 5 games, which is his worst stretch of the season. You're in charge of writing the big checks. Are you having second thoughts about a max deal for him?
No.
At all?
No. I don't. I think it puts things into perspective of who he is and what he is in the foundation of the franchise. I don't think he's a second option. I think everybody realizes that now, but that doesn't mean he's not the perfect third option. Like, I think he's a great anchor for the defense. I think he's the prototype big man that the modern game wants as of right now. Is it things he needs to work on? Absolutely. And I think the biggest thing in this series right now is his motor. I need the motor to be picked up as far as, the production-wise. I need 15 boards a game. I'm not too much concerned about the scoring. I think he's a bit limited right now, but like I said, those are things that can be improved on later on in the offseason. He can find his outside touch. We see Andre Drummond, who's never been known as a shooter, hitting playoff threes right now. So these things are reachable. It's just about, the work and the reps you put in behind it. So I do think he's a foundational guy. I think he's a max guy, but we're seeing all the weaknesses. And that's, like I said, I think that's okay. This is a young group that's still figuring it out.
How many max deals per roster should you have, ideally?
I would say 3.
At least 2.
I would say 3.
This dude is 22 years old. Paid that man yesterday. Like, he is.
So easy
what
to
are we
say
talking
when
about?
he's not doing it.
I swear I would do it.
Yes.
I wouldn't even think twice. I would have extended him before the season. Maybe got a little discount.
Okay,
but
but
didn't do
they
that.
didn't.
But then he went out and proved. all-star, top 3, top 5 center in the NBA, 20-10. I agree with Boogie. I wish I'm not paying him to score. Like, it's not his game.
No.
But I wish I wish he would go and just dominate the glass, beat up more shots, like average 12, 15 rebounds. That aspect I get. You're 22 years old. There's no excuse to not be playing the hardest playing guy on the court, especially with his physique and his body. Like, he should be dominating physically.
I agree.
Is it mental? Like, why has he got half the point?
I'm just saying,
it's a mental thing.
Like, what's going on mentally then?
You can get lost in your game in the middle of the playoffs. Like the playoffs, it's smothering pressure. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of intensity. So you can definitely get lost within your game in the midst of the playoffs. But that's also a sign of youth and being inexperienced. Like, all of this is growing pains as far as who he's going to become in this league. So that's why I keep saying I don't look at this as a disappointment. It's guys figuring out who they are in the midst of a championship run. It's okay.
He's 22 years old. They're not getting a free agent better. Pay the man.
No.
You just writing checks that you don't even have to write. Like, this is insane to me.
Makes it even easier.
I know, it's so fun. We are going to take a
up here in
very
my little tower.
quick break.
Checks.
On the other side, do we have J.R. Smith? I think we have J.R. Smith on the other side. We'll be right back.
Run it up, run it back. Run it up, run it back.
You can put a little pep in my step. Stand by. Look, everybody, it's the Rookie of the Year, Cooper Flagg 2026. Celebrate it forever. This was close, by the way. I believe it was 56 to 41 votes, something like that, between Cooper Flagg and his Dookie roommate. Actually, they were roommates, Con Knipple.
That's pretty dope.
I know, it is kind of crazy that they're doing all this at the same time. However, a lot of people had Knipple on their votes, and then something happened when they actually had to do this. I think we thought it was going to be him as well, guys.
I did for sure. I said whoever makes NBA history should be the Rookie of the Year. But my brother Tars, he had made a great point to me. He said, Rookie of the Year is the only award out there that doesn't matter about winning. Yeah. It's an individual award that goes to a guy. And I was like, you know what? That's a great point to make. And Cooper Flagg, if we're gonna look at it as individual stats, he did have a better year. Now, did Con Knipple play more meaningful basketball? We felt like, and have a great run and set a three-point record. He absolutely did. But as far as putting it together and seeing somebody grow from A to B, Cooper Flagg did that. And I thought it could have went either way, but I had Con Knipple.
Yeah, I had Con Knipple too, and look, they both had phenomenal years. I think we expected Cooper Flagg to he's this prodigy that we talked about.
He was so hyped.
Pick. Like, Dallas had a lot of turnover. They played him out of position early on, which was a little weird, but the dude averaged 21, 7, and 5, and yes, it was a bad team, and I agree with Lou. Usually you get drafted to a shit team.
That's how it works.
So the winning shouldn't matter. So I look at the opposite, though. The fact that this kid went 4th or 3rd, whatever Con went, still averaged similar numbers to Cooper, way more efficient than Cooper. Made history, and turned around this team that was really bad last year to a huge piece of that, of why they were a play-in team and put themselves in a position to play in the postseason. 6 games over 500. I think that should count a little bit. I think it hurt the way he played in the play-in, which also is not fair.
I was going to say, that's
I think Cooper, at the last 15 games of the season, when he went and had 50, like, he was unbelievable. So when he was playing his best, Con was penalized for playing in the postseason and playing bad, which I think is stupid. But if I had a vote, I would probably be swayed that way too. Like,
if you could truth serum the voters, I would wonder how many were affected by the play.
Like right now, if you haven't voted for Coach of the Year yet, would you vote for JB? How they're struggling against Orlando, but it's a regular season award, so that shouldn't matter. So I think that mattered. In this
but it
case.
was extenuating circumstances because this year everything was delayed because we had the Cade Cunningham, Luka Doncic
appeals.
So the voting should have been done like that Friday when everything was said and done, and instead they had like a whole nother week with a play-in game in between. Kind of feel like that's what happened, right?
And he played bad.
He played horribly.
But you can make a case, at least he was there.
Right.
But that's the thing. I think the brains of some of the voters was like, that's the last thing they saw of Knipple. I can't do it.
I don't know. This race kind of reminded me of the, Melo and LeBron rookie season. With, Melo's rookie year, he had an incredible year numbers-wise. His team made the playoffs as a rookie, and Bron was Bron and had incredible numbers, but his team wasn't as successful, and Bron ended up taking the award home. So this kind of reminds me of that situation, but I also had Con Knipple, just obviously with the three-point shooting, being able to break the record as a rookie, being able to help his team make the playoffs, and my viewpoint of it was this is a guy that's second, third option on the team putting up these type of numbers compared to a guy that has the ball in his hand the entire game.
Guy, yeah.
So I looked at it as that as well, and it's like, man, well, if Con Knipples is in a situation where he has the ball the entire game, are the numbers even better? You know what I mean?
So it's a great point.
It's hard. It's hard to kind of, make a case in this situation. I think both guys are very deserving of it. I think both guys are going to be stars in this league. And honestly, either choice made was the right choice in my opinion.
I don't want to bash Cooper Flagg.
Yeah, this is no way trying to bash Cooper.
He had look at those numbers.
Season.
He just those numbers. If you just took the name out, and you would be like, hell yeah, those are all-star type numbers.
Absolutely.
Not just Rookie of the Year.
He also had a 50-point game, which was the youngest team to do that.
Boogie just made such a good point. Like Dallas, everything that happened with the Luka and Kyrie going out and Anthony Davis, they've handed this dude the keys, deservingly so, right? Like everything goes through him. Yeah. He is the centerpiece.
He's the hope.
On a really bad team. And again, fine. Con Knippel is the third or fourth option on a pretty good team and still averages the same numbers as him. That's where I get a little hazy on the voting. Again, I think Cooper Flagg's the best player in this draft. I think he's going to be the best player. I think he's going to be a star. I think he's going to be an all-star next year.
Is he going to be the best? Is he going to be a 1A on a contending team at some point?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is also the National Basketball Association. The number one player, he's going to get swayed to get these votes. That makes the business drive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That makes it drive.
The hype is there.
The hype was there, and he showed up and he did his part.
Yeah, they both were very deserving of it. And I feel for Con because I do feel like he should have won it. But again, it's nothing.
I would have fought for a Co. I wouldn't have been mad at a Co.
I would have had no problem with a Co here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
they're already roommates sharing an award.
Yeah, they're best friends. They're best friends. It turns out they don't even
Same
like each
college.
other.
They're both white.
We had another award. I love this award. I like this award because it's cute. Guys, we have to talk about DeAndre Jordan.
He can't help himself.
Yeah, why can't you help yourself?
What?
We're going to talk about your friend DeAndre Jordan.
He's delirious to it.
Is that game tonight?
No, we're not doing that today. We're not doing that today.
No, today
DeAndre
is the
Jordan,
day.
teammate
We're back
of
on.
the year.
We're so back.
He just wants New York Knicks fans to be on his butt. You guys all know DeAndre Jordan. By the way, what's his teammate of the year award? Like, how does
That's
what
a thing?
I'd never heard of it.
But you know
Wait,
what?
you never heard of it?
I'd never heard of it. Yeah. That's a real thing?
It's a real thing.
Guess we were all shitty teammates.
I don't even think they let us vote. We were so bad. I will say, knowing DeAndre Jordan, I'll never forgive him for him lying to me and backing out of his commitment to the Mavs back in the day. But he is the greatest, best dude of all time. He's hilarious. Like, whatever he wants to do post-career, he can do it. Like, he is that type of charisma and personality.
That's my dog.
He is the best. So, like, I didn't know this was an award.
I didn't know this was an award.
When did this award come out?
I think this year. It's got to be this year.
They made it up. They made it up.
Guy, horrible mustache.
They're like, how do we send him off to retirement? Let's make up some teammate of the year award and give it to him.
Guys, it's been around. I just don't know how long.
How long?
I'm getting it in my ear.
He's the first one I ever heard of.
They should call it the DeAndre Jordan Award.
It has a name,
because he is that good of a dude.
It can't be no more than 3 years old. Mind you, I've won awards in 2019 or something, and I've never heard of it.
Or I think about maybe Mike Conley won one of these when I was in Memphis a while ago.
Bros.
How long has it been around?
It's been here since 2012, 13.
Has Mike Conley?
Y'all need to have seats.
Has Mike Conley won one of these?
It's called the Twyman Stokes Teammate of the Year Award.
Never heard of it.
Best teammate based on
Twyman Stokes is a good man.
Oh, it's mentorship, leadership, selfless play. That's beautiful.
Was Mike Conley on there?
I don't.
Give me a list.
I think Mike did.
Yes,
I think I remember.
Probably got 5 of them.
By the way, how about some fun facts? Drew Holiday's won it 3 times.
Give me the guys who have won it. Let's do
Dude,
that's a
what
fun
am I?
game.
I have to host and do research?
Let's skip this whole next segment.
Chauncey Billups was the first one ever.
Okay, keep going.
Well, I'm just.
Let's see if we agree with these. See if we can find a bad
Conley
teammate. Let's see if we can find a hole in it. I want you to name someone and be like, how?
Lou, give us the DeAndre Jordan. Dirk won. By the way, for the record, and
Dirk won. He's the worst teammate.
Listen,
Dirk's won it.
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay, that's just a popularity
I'm gonna get us back
Yeah,
on
can we
track.
get on the rails?
Dirk.
What I will say is DeAndre Jordan.
Time out. Who won?
Dirk?
Yo.
Okay,
He's so mean.
He's so mean, he said.
There's no way he won.
I just, whatever.
Man, you can't make this up, man.
Hey, whatever
someone
I'm
else.
going through, I'm sweating it out.
Okay,
Oh, my goodness.
Yo.
But that's like Chauncey a long time ago.
Next topic, man. Next topic.
Oh, here we go. Damian Lillard,
DeAndre
Jamal
Jordan.
Crawford won it.
Jamal Crawford, awesome guy.
Elton Brand's won it. Battier won it. Timmy D won it. Boom.
All of these guys make sense.
Okay.
We've just
I
never
was
heard.
waiting for.
Steph Curry.
I wanted a real degenerate to win that.
Well, that's not what the
Chandler,
award is.
how long did you play?
9 years.
How long did you play Boogie? Boogie, how long did you play?
What happened?
How long did you play?
12, brother.
So we got 9, 12, 17, and we've never heard of it.
And y'all were around.
We were never even on the ballot either.
Yeah, I know. I'm upset. I've been a pretty decent teammate.
I'm an awesome teammate.
Chandler, literally, you played with 2 winners.
Personality.
You played with 2 winners.
I've played with almost everybody that's won this thing.
We played with all the good guys.
Bad friends, dude. If my friend had won an award, I would know that, I believe.
We clearly had to vote, right? We have to vote.
Who votes for this?
You've already...
The players have to vote.
The players have to vote. I can't vote.
I never voted.
I've never voted for this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why don't we replay all of the times you guys said, we don't care about voting. We just put it out on the floor.
Have you ever voted for this award?
The only people that can vote for this is the New Orleans Pelicans.
I'm lost. I'm
who else?
lost.
No, because maybe other people.
Who else? Yeah, like who else can say Deandre Jordan was the best teammate this year?
Everyone, his teammates have to vote, and we were his teammates.
That's my
point. We didn't vote.
You guys are bad teammates. That's why you don't know about this award.
This is
Lou, I need a story.
I gotta get Deandre Jordan on the phone. but listen.
Let me call him.
Dre is one of those type of. He is an amazing teammate. He's an awesome dude. I'm just saying, if you're not his teammate, how can you vote for or even say
We're going to FaceTime him right now.
Are we doing this?
Yeah, just in case.
But how can you say that?
Well, but other people had to also vote, and maybe the Pelicans were the only ones that gave a damn and voted.
He's an early ride. He's doing like yoga.
What's wrong with you guys?
He's not answering.
I like today's show, I'll be honest.
I want to know if he even knew
kind
about the award.
Well,
who's the best teammate here? Like, if we had to vote. Obviously, it's me. I'm not even.
You know I'm a great teammate.
You're the worst one here.
Funny. I can
You only laugh at your own jokes.
Can I point something? You know what? Let me show you. Let me behind the scenes this bad boy. He literally no-showed us a week and a half ago. Just didn't show up for the show.
Who?
Claiming that he got lost in Cabo. There it is.
Ooh.
Okay, well, Lou missed yesterday.
What do I got to do with it?
And he's missed last month.
And that's why you're not a good teammate. That right there. That you told on yourself.
I quit.
Guys, are we taking a break?
Please.
All right, we're going to try to call Deandre Jordan again.
Yeah, let's reset the room.
Sweating.
Reset the room.
That was game action. That was
a tough segment.
That's my favorite segment we've ever done. We'll be back again.
Send it to break, please.
Go to a break.
Run it up, run it back, run it up, run it back, run it up, run it back, run it up.
Guys, we have
we got
to talk about Rajon Rondo because people love him. He's a savant. All of those great things. And he is a quote-unquote potential candidate for the Pelicans head coaching job. How much do you love that, Boogie?
I love it. I think it's overdue. You think about some of the guys that are able to just, retire from this game and walk straight into coaching. I think this is one of the guys that, like I said, it's overdue. This is a guy that's deserving of one of those situations. Very intelligent, always been a coach on the floor. Knows the game better than anybody I've seen in this game. I think he can change the franchise around rather quickly. He's great with, being able to get the young guys' ears and helping them understand the game and develop within the game, teaching them the small detailed things as far as how to become a better professional. I think he checks every box that you're looking for as a coach.
He's going to be loud and
No, he's pretty laid back.
Okay.
His demeanor has definitely changed over the years. He's holding guys accountable. He's not afraid. I think he's a guy that can get to whoever your star guy is. That's always the hardest part when it comes to coaching, is dealing with that star on the team. I think he's the perfect guy with dealing with whatever type of star you bring in.
If you're a point guard, would you be like, oh, I want him as my
You would
coach?
be a fool not to.
You'd be excited about it.
You would be a fool not to listen to anything he has to say.
I'd be a point guard and have him as my coach.
I was going to say, I wonder.
He'll hold you to such a high standard. Sometimes usually like Hall of Fame players, they don't make great coaches because they have tunnel vision in how they see the game. They see it as a perfectionist. A lot of times when you're like a role player, you can see the game in a different lens than guys that were stars. You know what I mean? But I think Rajon is one of those guys that this will translate over to where guys can understand him. He speaks the language. He knows the game. And he's somebody that, in our careers, every once in a while, we might challenge a coach like, bro, you wasn't half the player I was. So what are you even talking about? Right. Rajon wouldn't be one of those guys. I think he can speak the language, and he's also somebody that young players and veterans alike can look at and understand where he's coming from.
He's also very relatable.
Yeah. There's that level of respect you have immediately when he walks into the locker room as your head coach, as someone that you watched play, someone that you respected, someone that you looked up to. So, like Lou said, I've had some coaches that are telling me what to do, and it's like back in my mind, you weren't me, you weren't us, how, and so Rondo, you can't feel like that, but. Also, like, Steve Nash was a great player, right? Was he a great coach? Not really, but it's J.J. Redick, like he was talking about, he was more of a role player. Now he's kind of showing that he's a hell of a coach. So like, it's obviously different every person. I do think Rondo, just being a student of the game and being such a brilliant basketball mind and commands respect at the same time, I think he'd be a perfect fit. I don't care that he's never coached before, like neither did J.J. Redick. Like, I don't think that matters anymore. He's a hooper. He knows the game. He's been in the NBA half his life. I'd hire him.
Okay, there you go. And by the way, we've talked about it enough where I'm like, if they don't hire him, I'm going to be disappointed. Like this is all a foregone conclusion.
What if you're what if you're a Jared Dudley though, an assistant coach though for years, and then this Ron like gets an opportunity?
That's life.
Are you just salty, or are you just like?
No, you just think you'll get your shot.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying, like, because that happened.
I remember Dudley to Rondo.
I'm saying, I remember when JJ got hired, all these other guys that were in line were like, "What the hell, this guy?" Like,
in due time.
Guess what? Here's what I say: cry harder.
Yeah,
That's
in
life.
due time.
Understood.
You'll be all right.
Okay, here we go. We're going to talk a little LeBron MJ. What? I know, it's not that bad. He opened up a little bit talking about Michael Jordan, saying that he has never compared himself to MJ because MJ was score first and he's pass first. He also went on to say that his game, a little better than Jordan's, but they're both great players. You always have to add that. The GOAT debate's tiring. That's true. And he hopes that he made MJ proud wearing the number 23. Look, now they've both gone on the record saying, quote unquote, they're both great. There's no such thing as a GOAT, yada, yada. Anybody buying that all of that is true, Chandler?
No, I think they both think that they are the best player of all time, and they should, because it's debatable, and it differs every single argument or debate we have. Now, I do agree with him. It's exhausting. It's exhausting for talking about it, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. These are both guys that are absolute legends and icons in this league that people are kids all around the world are going to try and achieve to do half of what they did. And again, we're talking 1 and 2 in most cases, unless it's Bruce Bowen's list.
Yeah, that's a great point,
but
actually.
At the end of the day, I'm sure it is exhausting for them, and we all know how cutthroat and how tough MJ is and how he stays away from everything, but they both think they're the best. I'll say that. And
it's taken away from both of these guys being celebrated, right? Like, anytime Michael Jordan's name comes up, we got to talk about LeBron James. Anytime LeBron names come up, we got to talk. It takes away from the conversations that we should have. Let's celebrate all of our icons. Let's celebrate all of our legends. You know, in sports, and especially in basketball, we have this compare culture that everything has to be, let's level up everything. We should celebrate these guys. Their routes were different, their careers were different, their games were different, and both will go down as greatest players of all times. And sports is subjective. There's going to be people that's going to argue down that Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, no matter what LeBron James do, and vice versa. And then you're going to add Kobe in that list. And depending on what position you like, you're going to start adding the bigs.
Depending on your age.
Depending on your age. All of those things. There's a generational argument. So I like the fact that Michael Jordan came out and said there is no GOAT. I like the fact that LeBron is coming out and paying homage and saying, I hope I made him proud. So we can kind of, it's never going to rest. It's never going to go away, but we can kind of subside it a little bit where everybody can kind of relax.
This is what we do. We compare people, celebrities wearing the same dress, who wore it better. Like, that's what we do.
That's a fun game.
There's no
Still weird.
life in which we...
I'd rather do that than talk about him.
You want to do who wore it best? Yeah. Oh, we'll do that tomorrow.
Please.
I feel like greatness is reached in different ways, but it doesn't take the same path to reach greatness. Everybody's greatness is different, and I think this is a prime example of it. It doesn't take away the greatness of either individual, regardless of the path that was taken. They've reached levels that 99.9% of the people that have played this game and haven't played this game have never reached.
For sure.
So at the end of the day, it's greatness. Respect the greatness, however it was reached. That goes for Bron, MJ, Kobe, Magic, whoever else you want to list. These are some of the greatest to ever touch a basketball, and it is what it is.
It's a bar argument, and it will be for all of our lives entirely. Guys, we got finally some fitter brick. It's been way too long. Since
who wore it better?
See some of it's kind of a who wore it better. Well, no, because there's some very unique looks in this bad boy. Let's start it with, I think we're starting with Jalen Green. Is up first, Allege. Okay, there okay.
I couldn't pull it off, but he
very
can.
Rock star.
Yeah. He's a trendy swag.
You guys know who Youngblood is?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he's kind of Youngbloodish in this, don't you think?
I have no idea who that is.
Okay, you know what? The rock star.
Like, I don't think any of us will wear this, but yeah.
What is
I think it's that weird denim that looks coated.
Remember the episode of Friends, Michelle, where Ross can't get the leather pants off?
Yes, like kind of
This reminds me of that.
I think we have leather if we get to it. James Harden is up next. We haven't had a good James Harden fashion catwalk moment.
James Harden matches his fit and his shoes with his car.
Is that a
which is
tux
just bonkers.
jacket?
With the shorts?
With the shorts and the
wallet chain?
I'm not mad at it.
I don't.
It's different.
Yeah, and by the way, I swear,
horrible.
the shoes match the car as well. We're not getting the full.
We're not getting the
pick.
full
I think
vibe.
that's the interior color.
Fair enough.
It is. I think I saw.
pretty
He's
sure.
done it like 5 times.
Yeah, that's smooth.
The
I ain't mad at
OG,
it.
the icon, the guy we got used to seeing. There it is. All
The Pink Panther?
Yeah.
Rosé.
Yeah, Russ can do no wrong.
Yeah, he can do no
We had to
wrong.
put this one in. It's from like last month. But
Russ does what he wants, man.
That is, yeah. High
I couldn't
fashion.
do it, but
can.
he
He's a model.
Yeah.
Good. I think we're getting an all leather look now.
I ain't like none of these. Y'all
Oh
tripping.
no! Liz hates that.
leather.
Well, maybe you'll like Vanderbilt. We got Jared Vanderbilt. He's next. Let's see.
No.
Wow, I didn't
No.
know leather. That's a lot of cow.
Leather just makes me sweaty.
I just feel like his armpits are sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How do
but
you
we're
get
not
it
gonna
off?
see it because it's he's covered up. Leather, like it's hard
Gotta
to
work
sweat
on
through
them
leather.
calves, bro. Work on the calves, man.
I don't love it, but I don't hate it for him.
Boogie, it's good to see you.
yeah.
Glad
We've
you're
been
back,
doing
buddy.
good. You get back and
God.
it just go
We
crazy.
ain't not worried about the fit. Work
Good to
on the
see you,
calves,
man.
bro.
We have a bonus. I don't know who these bonuses are, so we're flying blind here. Let's see the first guy. Let's throw him up there. I'm a little nervous.
Oh my.
That's that.
That's nasty.
That's that. I know I'm not getting
Those
in
are
the game.
Kelly
swag
Olynyk.
right there.
What
he
is
has.
this?
Can I tell you what he has? Because I have an ankle like that.
That's too much salt.
No, he's got hardware.
Too much salt, brother. Whoever that is, lay off the
That's
salt.
Kelly
What the,
Olynyk.
why are we showing?
Why
What is
are we
this?
showing this? This is.
Oh, that's a player?
He got through. Yeah.
It's
Kelly
Kelly
Olynyk.
Oh.
He got through in the game at the end. That's what I'm saying. That's that.
He went
That's that. I know
ankle
I'm
These
not
are very
getting in
low.
swag.
I don't like the lowness.
That's one of the grossest things I've ever seen.
no,
you
I
gotta
guarantee you
lay
he's
off the
got
salt,
hardware
man.
in that left ankle because my ankle's like that and I got hardware in that bad boy.
I thought it was
All
a
right.
fan.
We'll be back tomorrow, probably. See y'all then.
I thought it.
Run it back, run it up.